It's hilarious because 69 is like that sexual thing. I think where the dog sits on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, kids. Let's go.
Instagram's confused as fuck right now. I'm sorry we can't see see the chat, but we do love you, and we're not paying attention.
Most of you.
Hello, what have we here?
Mike and Sam, thanks for being here.
Hello.
Especially Mike.
Especially Sam. He's a 9-year-old.
Pewds.
Yeah, T-Series.
Thank you for saying it's not better than us, which he is.
He's not, actually. He just has more subscribers.
It's very true.
It's the best way to say it.
Good way to point it. Good day, Galaxy Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Mopar.
My name's Commander Cody.
Episode 167. Am I correct on that?
Well, you are.
Because I posted something earlier on Instagram, and I just assumed 167 because the last thing I remember saying was that Execute Order 166, episode 166.
Well, good luck that... Not good luck. Good thing that we do the episode numbers accurately
and in order.
And regularly.
We do them in order, too.
We do
We should just start jumping around, to be honest.
We do know how to count.
Episode 17. Next episode. We skipped it. Skip back. Can we skip back? Is it like daylight hours?
Retro
time?
Daylight savings episode. It was last night. Yeah.
You know what's funny is I woke up... What am I trying to say? Woke up Saturday morning. First thing. Felt great. I always like waking up early on the weekends, especially.
Yeah.
Because that makes your weekend longer instead of sleeping in. Dakota Loans.
Welcome.
Wow.
Dakota, welcome.
I'm excited for you.
I was so excited I forgot.
Wait, let me see here. Jacob Weiss says Ligma.
Don't fall for it.
What's Ligma?
Don't.
What is it?
Because now he's just going to say it.
Ha ha. What time is it here? It's tomorrow 30.
It's about to be 8. It's about to be 8 p.m., biatch.
Yeah.
We're early, actually. This is the first time ever we have started the show early. It's usually like 8:10.
It is. Yeah.
So.
But most of the drunken assholes had to go to a beer run anyways, and like, it's 8 o'clock, go on a beer run.
And then just tune in halfway through the episode and miss half of it and have to listen to it again afterwards. Thank you. It helps our numbers.
Of course, I'm assuming everybody lives in Columbus, Ohio, and is on the same fucking time pattern as we are. Pattern.
Zale, welcome. Okay, enough talking to these guys. You were about to say something about waking up early on the weekend.
I like what... So it's a two-edged button that I like waking up early because that makes my Saturday longer and I get to enjoy not working.
Agreed.
But it's also really nice to be like, fuck it, I ain't doing nothing. Why not 10 a.m. waking up?
That's what we did today.
Did you really?
Yeah. We woke up at what we thought was 10:30, but it was actually 9:30.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
Well, what I was saying was like Saturday, I woke up at 7:30, felt fucking great. This morning, I woke up at 8:30, but technically it was 9:30.
Yeah, and you felt...
And I felt terrible.
Why? Slept too long?
I don't know. It's just... Yeah, well, first of all, sleeping too long affects me so badly.
Well, sleep less.
I'll take a nap about it.
Then you feel better and you get your extra weekend time that you're talking about.
I know, but I don't like having an alarm on the weekend is my point. But
I understand that. My wife says the same thing.
Because why? Fuck it.
I don't know. All right, guys.
I'm not your wife. I'm not your wife. Paul having a LaCroix, what a hipster. Hey, look at this guy.
I brought and bought the LaCroix.
Yeah.
So we're not doing beer reviews. This is...
they only come in 8-packs.
They don't only come in 8-packs. I just got the 8-packs. Because that's where it was. How about savingmoney.com for this month? Because the LaCroix was $3 for 8 as opposed to a 6-pack of beer, which is like
you're buying water with
$13.
bubbles.
I know. It tastes good, though.
It tastes good.
So No Drink November is upon us. This is our first episode in November, so we didn't really think of anything good for beer reviews. I think somebody said kombucha to do in place. I know that you're a baby back bitch about that, so...
I actually don't mind it, and it tastes good. The only ones I can really do are the ginger.
So I just got some LaCroix. I figure we'll just do a few different ones of these. It's lemon to start off.
Ever. I've never had an Almond Joy.
And it looks like Mopar has some used candy from last Halloween.
Used candy. I bought it off this guy, Michael Myers. I had to clean the blood off of it, but...
But...
Have you ever had these?
No, I haven't.
Me neither.
But before we get into it, as we have started to remember to do every episode, we need to guess the scene, Mopar. What episode? You called it last time. I'm going to call it this time.
I was going to go off this. 355.
There we go. That's a good idea. Genius. When we're not drunk, we come up with the best ideas. How about that? So.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah,
355 is on every can. That's the milliliters of 12 ounce.
Well, we'll do that one first.
Okay.
So don't overthink it.
355.
So, Revenge of the Sith, 55 minutes in. What the fuck's happening? Oh, man.
Before we get two balls deep into this,
Well,
355.
also, we need time to think about it.
So we are episode 3, 55 minutes in. What scene are we doing? But ahead, we're going to be talking about a little bit about that Grievous.
A little bit about that Grievous.
2 reasons, because Mopar watched kind of a not behind the scenes, an origin story on YouTube from like Spagandus. Strange. I thought it was so interesting. His backstory is kind of cool, so we're going to talk about that. But also, he's on Battlefront 2, so that's exciting. We're also going to be getting into. I'm going to be reviewing Halloween.
Ah, yes.
What did you have on that?
I will rewatch Batman vs Superman.
Okay.
And it's fucking amazing. So we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Jigsaw.
Caught up on Jigsaw. I just want to mention how terrible it was. So now the topic's over with.
Perfect.
Caught up on Resistance.
Okay.
And we got a little bit of news, a little bit of Star Wars news to cover.
Wait. Whoa. You got some shit up there I don't even know.
I know.
We do have a new review on iTunes.
I don't want to talk about that.
We're not allowed?
I only like reading the 1-star reviews.
That's kind of true. If you guys are fans of the show, we definitely recommend to review and rate us or however you want. We always like hearing feedback. Be more constructive.
With your feedback, please. This is from Mr. Carlos Candido. He's a member, a knight/half member of the Star Wars Commonwealth. He's on the Sabres a lot. And is a fantastic musician. He says, Drink Insurance, 5 stars. The Rogue Squadron podcast is like The Fighter and the Kid, but smarter, about Star Wars, and with beer, except for November. What's not to like?
So we're not like The Fighter and the Kid.
We're better because we are smarter than them, which that's a statement, and it's about Star Wars and beer.
He literally said, they're like the movie Saw, but with no blood. They're not a movie. It's just audio, and it's just 2 guys drinking beer.
Have you listened to The Fighter and the Kid?
I've never...
It's Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub. He's a comedian. They've been on Rogan all the time.
Oh.
It's about UFC and a bunch of bullshit.
Exciting.
So thanks, Carlos. We love you.
LaCroix? The Quicks?
I think it's technically La Croix. It's French.
You don't say.
I call it La Croix because I'm a fucking savage.
LaCroix.
All
right, let's get back to Guess the Scene. Episode 3, 55 minutes in. So that's less than halfway through.
Yes.
Well, let's run through. We got the first opening battle, which takes actually a while.
We always say that.
The beginning of the movie takes a while, so let's see where we're at. Back to where the fuck we began.
But in episode 3, it does really take a while.
And then there's the whole diplomacy stuff. You're not maybe it's somewhere along the lines of... Take a seat, young Skywalker.
I'm going to say the opera scene. The Darth Plagueis scene.
You know what I'm actually going to guess? It does. No, I'm trying to think of
Windows 95 shut down.
Remember those computers that you actually physically had to turn off?
Oh my gosh, I know.
Turn off power now.
The actual buttons.
Yeah. There was a switch.
Stone Age technology.
And the steam.
I don't remember the steam. No.
The scene that I'm trying to think of is after Take a Seat, Young Skywalker, when Obi-Wan says, I didn't want you to put you in this position, but the council has asked me for you
to spy on the motherfucking
That's what I'm going to guess.
Well, if we recall correctly, you won last week.
I didn't only win.
You were on the fucking nose.
I ended the series. We're no longer doing this.
So shut it down. So I'm going to say the opera scene. Everybody place your bets. Pause it if you need to think extra. And I'm going to pull this up. Actually, I can show you guys what I'm pulling up. So let's do that.
Here we go.
Oh, look how fancy this shit is. We're going to get pulled off of YouTube.
We just got pulled off
we
YouTube.
Are dead. Actually, they only catch the audio. So as long as I don't turn the audio up.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is it the hairbrush scene? Jesus Christ.
All right. So we're fast forwarding. Oh, no. It's going to end before I get there. So we're at 46 and the opera scene's taking place.
Oh my God, they're splitting up already. I was way off.
Yep. Fast forwarding. Okay, so Obi-Wan is landing on Utapau.
Wow.
He's saying hey to the fucking skeleton guy.
Damn.
I love that race, by the way. We
Yeah.
talk about how sweet that species looks.
Udapone.
I think it's called a Powan.
It's
P-A-U from the end of the name Utapau, apostrophe A-N. Shinobi can correct me if I'm right. If I recall, click. Yeah, so Obi-Wan is landing on Utapau.
They are here.
Get some fuel. Thousands of battle droids. I remember that's one thing that I remember vividly from seeing the trailer for episode 3 and wondering like, who the fuck is that guy?
He's a no Jedi.
Like before all the rumors in the forums and all that shit.
That would be interesting to go back and watch the trailers. I've always said that. Put it down.
Let's do it. Fanboy commentary of the trailers. Speaking of fanboy commentary, we did Solo recently. I was listening to that on one of my drives and killing myself because it was so funny. I don't know if we're going to be able to ever top that, but go check that out. It's on the podcast feed and on YouTube.
If you guys aren't familiar, Fanboy Commentary is where we record our voices and rant and raven along with the movies, not only Star Wars movies, but we've done the 90s Batman movies. It's a great chunk of time where if you're doing a long drive or something, you can like watch a movie through the audio and you'll hear us yelling and making fun of the movie. So like this past week, I had a 6-hour drive. I did the whole, like I basically listened to the entire film with us. So it was just
pretty cool.
It was really fun.
Pretty cool.
Always
and
a blast.
I just ordered the DVDs. I'm embarrassed to say that I paid for these, but I couldn't find them online. I just ordered the DVDs for the Ewok movie, both Ewok movies, and the droid and the Ewok cartoons.
Wow.
So that's on our list to try to finish before the end of the year.
Didn't get the bootleg VHS.
No 70s commercials from the Ladies Undergarment Workers Union.
Ladies Undergarment Workers Union.
So yeah, go check out all of our fanboy commentaries. They're fantastic.
I agree.
Hello, Mike, man. Thanks for joining us. All right, so guess the scene is over. We both lost.
You were closer though. But
Not
is
really.
I
was 10 minutes off.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, technically I beat... No, you were closer.
Closer? No.
Yeah, because after that scene is when Anakin and Obi-Wan chat, and then he says that shit, and then they split up, right?
Really? I thought it was right before. I thought he asked him to spy. Yeah, because he even mentions it.
Yeah, you're right.
They asked you to do something you didn't want to.
Didn't they? Yeah.
Didn't they?
All right, so our review for this episode is going to be lemon-flavored LaCroix. I'm just going to keep calling it that because I'm an idiot.
LaCroix.
LaCroix. Very bougie, very hipster. I've had this a million times. My wife's obsessed with it. It's very good. Hey, Carlos, we just read your review. Thanks for tuning in. It's pretty good, man. I like this. The only thing I really drink is water, beer, coffee, and now LaCroix. That's all I drink. I don't drink soda, except for when I go to like the movie theater.
I'll drink.
Big popcorn and a big Dr. Pepper.
God, popcorn fucks with me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, it's worth it.
It really, really is. I won't shit for a week, but I'm gonna handful mash that shit. I don't even chew it anymore. I just let it sit in my soggy ass mouth. Stop talking. So no, this stuff's decent. Drinkability's 3.
Yeah, for sure.
This is it does. It's weird. It's almost too bubbly, which is the weird thing for me to say.
Yeah, I actually prefer pouring it out.
Porn.
Oh. LaCroix porn. LaCroix porn is what my tastes are. No, I prefer pouring it out. I
That's
just
weird.
kind of say that kind of fast. Well, because we saw that video thing about the beer. If you pour it out, it actually releases more of the carbonation, so it's not as bad. So yeah, if you find yourself burping like crazy with this, I recommend getting a glass
Or pissing bubbles.
and handling that. Start floating away like Willy Wonka. That fucking float juice.
Can you just imagine?
Those float juice that they
Float
fucking
juice.
soda. Remember that from?
You touch the ceiling, now you sterilize the fucking rafters. What are you doing?
I said good day. I love that fucking movie.
Dude, he is so
People
funny.
are so lost right now.
Yeah, but if you have followed along, you are a grade A jack.
Join the Patreon.
What was I going to say? Oh, he's so... What's the actor's name?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder is such a unique person where you don't ever see him like crack up in his own stuff. He's not telling jokes. He's one of those part of the moment guys where like he'll just be like, don't do that. And then he'll walk away and you're like, that was fucking hilarious. I don't know why he did that, but there was no joke. He didn't have to like deliver a joke.
Right. I agree.
I know.
Cool.
Like for example, I watched Blazing Saddles.
Like you trying to get back on track. It's never gonna happen, is
like
it?
in Blazing Saddles where he was playing that like the shooter gunman, like the quick hand, quick draw motherfucker.
Yeah, I never seen.
And the black dude sitting there in the jail with him, and he said, "Oh, you're that guy that can shoot real quick." And he said, "Yeah, I'm not that guy anymore." And he says something along the lines where like, "Your hand looks fine, yeah, but I shoot with this one, it floats up, shaking like a goddamn." Dude, it's so stupid and so funny. I love it. I love it. Oh, what's up? Cookie from Just a Little Podcast. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I yelled at him on Instagram. I said, hey.
Thank you. Very nice.
Hey, check it.
I also give a 3 out of 3 for LaCrux, and then we're gonna. Mopar got some jank ass candy from Halloween.
So we were prepared for Halloween because we live in kind of like a apartment like complex, but there are a lot of kids. We're across the street from like 3 high schools, right there on Hamilton. So we thought that we might get a couple fuckers. Zero.
Yeah.
But we did. I grabbed it just in case. But so now we're slowly but surely.
Thank God no kids came to your door. You had fucking Almond Joy. They would have shot you.
So first of all, Almond Joy. Let me describe something about myself.
Almond Joy and Mounds, right?
Yeah,
and
those
one
are the
has
two.
coconut and one doesn't.
This one has coconut, right?
Yeah.
So Mounds is just the nut. This might be coconut and nut.
Yeah.
Not familiar, and I've never had either of those. Growing up, I never liked nuts in my chocolate. I don't like nuts in my brownies.
I'm like nuts in my mouth.
Stop licking your fingers as you say that.
Can we fucking review the thing, please?
What I'm trying to say is I kind of grew into liking nuts.
You are the tangent master. I'm sick of it.
Guys, rate and review
I
this show.
understand what you mean. Guys, please subscribe.
All right, I'm trying it.
All right. Oh, we're breaking our rule. You're not supposed to chew on the mic. Don't chew on the mic.
I didn't expect it to have that much coconut. I thought it was just going to be like a little. This is all coconut.
It's like fucking all coconut. Gross, man.
My point to my rant was
Yeah.
I didn't like nuts
It's fine.
in all my shit, and I never liked coconut. But as I got older, I actually kind of do. I do like, especially coconut.
I'm cool with coconut oil. Coconut water is not too bad.
But I like the grittiness.
But everything else, coconut, I'm not a fan of. Nope.
Really?
Nope.
You don't like it's almost like grainy.
I give it a 1. And I give the point of us doing a candy review a 0. And I hope we never do it again.
Well, here we go. Mm-hmm. Last week.
I'll review Reese's. 3 out of 3. 7 out of 3, actually.
Every time. This is a larger one. I hope it tastes the same.
7 out of 3. Guaranteed.
Have you seen? I can't even. Hey!
Tangents are over. Can we please start actually talking about things? Oh, man. So guess the Star Wars scene. That was fun.
I didn't even rate my chocolate.
We're going to start. Yeah, say it.
This isn't a tangent. I'm trying to continue on over here.
Sorry.
I'm going to give it a solid 2. Solid 2. I'm still chewing the...
Stop. Solid 2. So it's not the worst thing ever?
2 is decent.
Decent. Been watching Trailer Park Boys.
Decent.
So it's out of control.
I dress up like a
Plots are so dumb.
Indianapolis Jones. It's so smart though. You guys are hiking up the shit rope. The shit rope, Julian. I don't want to be on the shit rope. It's slippery and it stinks.
It's ridiculous.
I love it. Continue on.
So I've been catching up on Trailer Park Boys, and then while I was on the road, I also watched. So it was Halloween. I'm traveling. I figure I'm not dressing up for shit. I'm not gonna go out. I'm not trick or treating, doing any of that shit. I just stayed in, got some food, and I put on a scary movie. And a horror genre movie. And I watched Jigsaw because I used to be a huge fan of Saw.
Is that not a scary movie?
Well, it's not really scary. It's just like gory.
See, I think
You know what I mean?
that's
All
more
the
of
Saw
a.
movies are like just.
I feel like
gore.
that's more of a scary movie. When I think horror, I think Dracula, where it's not even that scary. It's just a horror film. That's weird.
Well, that's how I feel about Jigsaw. It's not scary. It's just a.
It's a
Horror
like a
genre.
gory.
Yeah. It was fucking awful. It was embarrassingly bad.
There's how many of them? I've only seen the first two.
This is the 8th one.
I've only seen the first two.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I think I saw like the 5th one, but because everything ties together.
Yeah.
And I understood half of it, and I was like, there's like 12 people that are Jigsaw right now, and I don't even know why.
It's just since 3, every movie has been Jigsaw and his apprentice. And then at the end, you're like, oh, I'm actually the apprentice. I'm working for Jigsaw. He changed my life. That's what's happened in the past like 5 movies.
I'm the corner piece. Jigsaw's the center.
So 1 through 3 are actually really good. The first 3 Saw movies are good.
1 was groundbreaking.
Obviously, yes.
2 was... Weren't they stuck in a house?
2 was in the house.
And one of them was like a meth head.
With
and he fell
Mark
into the
Wahlberg's
pit.
brother. Yeah.
The pit with needles. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't remember.
And then 3 is the one where Jigsaw's dying, and one of the people in the game is a nurse, and like he's trying to get her to like get him back to health while people are stuck in the game.
I do think I remember that one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so 1 through 3 are pretty good, and then the rest of them are just fucking, it is what it is. So it was fine to watch on Halloween, but no, it wasn't great at all. And then the next day, I watched Fantastic Beasts because I hadn't seen that yet. I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, and I thought it was pretty good. Thought it was a very interesting like spin-off of the Harry Potter verse, the Potterverse.
Listen,
is that what they call it?
The Potterverse, yeah, that makes sense.
I think so.
I don't want to shit on the movie because I haven't seen it all. For whatever reason, every time I sit down to watch it, I get like 30 minutes in and then I just zone out or something happens or whatever.
Cool.
But with that said, I wish they could do that type of movie in the Star Wars universe. And I know they're trying to with
Solo.
they're trying to with those, but they're still so hardly tied in. It's like, this is what I feel like. Like Fantastic Beasts has about nothing to do with the actual school.
Doesn't have to do with the school, but there's a lot of tie-ins.
Stop. Why does every Star Wars film have to do with the rebellion or the Empire?
Well, I would say,
or whatever version you want to fill in the blank with.
Well, I would say, why does every Harry Potter story have to be tied back to Hogwarts and Dumbledore?
But this movie wasn't.
Yeah, dude, Newt went to Hogwarts. He was studying under Dumbledore. Dumbledore gave him a good recommendation.
Watched a different movie.
Yeah, you must have.
Fantastic.
Average creatures, and where to lose them.
Creatures. Merlin.
I gotta write that down. No, I thought it was very good plot wise. Sorry, I gotta write this down or I'm gonna forget it. Average creatures and where to lose them. I thought the CGI was not great. Not up to par with what I expect from a movie that was, I think it's 2016. It just really put me, because it's in like 1920s New York, which was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like the setting and the everything that he did to make you feel like you were back there in that time period worked. And the CGI of the creatures was just so contrastingly different. It really took me out of it when they were on screen most of the time.
You got to put that Instagram filter over the whole scene, not just the individual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
You can like just notice the background was built at one point, and then there's a dragon flying through. You're like,
right.
Why is the dragon completely blue?
Yeah,
and everything else green.
It didn't quite mesh. The CG of all the the spells and stuff looked great, but the creatures, I just was like, okay, that's way too obvious.
I wonder, was it along the same lines of director and all this shit or was it completely off?
I think it was. I can't remember who did most of the original Harry Potters, but
the Harry Potters also kind of jump around. How many directors did they have? And
I don't remember.
I thought you. I'm asking you because you're the fucking genius of it. Big fan.
I am a big fan, but I don't know like the director of every single movie. I know that John Williams scored up through the 3rd one and then stopped.
That's why they're great. Let's just get enough of the gruff, man. Let's get to it.
Because all the themes were written by John.
Yeah.
So let's
name one movie that's bad with John Williams scoring it. Let's get to it.
Attack of the Clones.
That's a very good point.
Let's spin off of that. John Williams was announced to be in, I think, in the hospital because of sickness.
That's not good.
He had to cancel a performance. He was conducting some of his scores. He had to cancel, and they brought in a different conductor because he was ill. But he's gotten better, so that's good.
Good.
But he's like 90, so that's kind of scary. Once he's done with episode 9, he'll be done. That's probably going to be his last movie score for his life.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Well, but the bad thing is, once you get to that age, Once you slow down, I mean, that's when you really start slowing down. What I mean is, like,
if you slow down, you start slowing down.
When you get to the slow point, you're not going fast anymore. What I'm trying to say is, like, if you have no more work or nothing else to focus on.
Yeah, like when you retire, then what are you doing? Just walking around fucking
that's what I'm saying.
Shit for your grandkids.
You really start to slow down, and that's where I feel like if he stopped working, his health's going to go to shit.
Well, that's why, probably because he's lasting so long, is because he keeps writing movie scores every fucking week.
You keep your mind going.
Yeah.
You got to be at work. You're up moving around, drinking LaCroix.
Sounds like you should be wearing Crocs while drinking the Crocs.
An almond joy a day makes the
John
Star Wars
Williams,
film great.
stay here, not die.
Kerner says, shit, Grievous is sweet in Battlefront 2. I completely agree.
Yeah,
he's a little overpowered.
savage.
Commando was playing a snippet of him.
Well, you haven't played the game with him, so
No, I
I don't know
haven't.
if you can say that he's overpowered.
Dude, I've watched him you just killed 30 people without even getting shot
I was playing
at.
arcade mode, man. I don't have them unlocked yet. I just turned the game back on. I had like 3 credits. I couldn't unlock anything.
3 credits.
I got to build back up to him, yeah. The opposite of 20,000 Republic Dataries. Did you see that fucking Balrog come up from my stomach?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's what happens when I don't pour out the LaCroix. It's, just gurgling. It's making a swamp down there.
We're going to get hyper hydrated on this episode.
Way too hydrated. So Grievous is in Battlefront 2. Possibly a reason to go back and play the game. I did install it again. Got the update. Was messing around in arcade mode because I don't have them unlocked yet.
You know what's funny is for the heroes versus villains or whatever they call it, hero battles, I feel like the dark side was super underpowered. I always felt like Luke, he's here, everyone dies.
Yep.
Rey, she's here, everyone dies.
yeah.
So I finally feel like Grievous can just walk into something and everybody could die. He could walk out.
Right. That's good. That's how he was in the original Battlefront 2 too. So
They were that's a good segue because I watched a Stupendous Wave video about the origin story of Grievous. He does have some
Kalish Master.
Well, what was his original name?
I don't know.
It's something a la Hucked Buscemi or something.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
What were you trying to say there?
Steve Buscemi was his real name, I believe.
Buscemi is what you just said.
I might be pronouncing it wrong, but a la Hucked Steve Buscemi.
Steve Alacro.
But he was like a fantastic warrior, a beast amongst his kind. So he was considered a god.
Yeah.
Or a demigod, or however you want to say it.
Because he's a savage.
Let's see. Kalish Cyborg.
You keep talking. I'm just pulling this up.
But,
What?
so...
I don't know if I can pull this up. There's so many friggin' ads.
So... he's along the lines where there was like a sacred beast that if you were to kill this sacred beast, you were considered crazy strong amongst his Kalish or Kali or
Like
whatever.
Iron Fist?
Kalish. Like Iron Fist.
Connor, it's great to see you.
Hello. But so basically, General Grievous learns about another warrior that is also hunting these beasts.
Yeah.
So he teams up, and it ends up being a female. So he and her go to, like, not war, but go hunting against these beasts that no one's able to kill. They kill, like, whatever. I don't even know. I'm kind of making half that up. But they do. But they do go out and kill these things, and he falls in love. So he actually marries, or whatever. Well, yeah.
Do some
they
fucking
called it
mating
wife.
ritual.
Yeah. But
Get that out of the way.
so in the end, he marries this woman. Somehow later on, she dies, and that's the whole reasoning behind the name Grievous.
He's grieving.
Yes, I was like, of course, everything has to be so perfect for this shit.
Yeah.
But I was so happy for it. Something. Oh my god, I should have wrote it down. I apologize.
He's awesome.
No, I just thought that was a cool behind the scenes. There was something, I believe the Jedi got involved and maybe hurt or killed his. Oh, no. That's what it was. So there was a insect species that was attacking the Kalish.
Yeah.
He went to war. The Jedi backed the insects and killed a lot of his people, I think including his wife.
So he already had some seeds about hating the Jedi.
Exactly.
And Dooku was like, bring your fucking cyborg
Yep.
ass over here. We got some shit to do.
I think Dooku found out about him, told Sidious, and they said, this guy is perfect to run the droid army,
Yeah.
but he's not strong enough. So that's why they he was left. I forget what they did. They blew him up in a shuttle or something.
Yeah, shuttle crash. He had like nothing left.
A gruesome shuttle accident, but it was all ploy.
Awesome.
Dooku like rigged it to blow.
Wait, Dooku did?
Yeah, I think he did. Because they said he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, it was like a test?
Yeah. Well, not a test. They literally wanted to fuck him up.
Sith are fucking crazy.
So they fucked half of him up, put on stronger bots and bits, and gave him 4 lightsabers and said the Jedi are the reason you did that.
It's like the $1 Million Man, but evil. I've never seen that, actually.
I'm hoping.
Or $5 Million Man, right?
Million.
$8 Million Man? Remember that shit?
No.
Anyways. The story where Grievous doesn't die on Utapau, Kerner, and then 2 emojis of dice. Wow.
I was very happy.
What ass did you pull that out of, Kerner?
His family dies in a war. Yes. I thought that was cool. I just like those characters that aren't tied deeply in Jedi, Sith, good guy, bad guy. He was like an innocent dude. It was a
Badass warlord.
almost like a tribal god guy. Kind of like the Mandalorians almost.
Yeah.
But everybody respects the Mandalorians, but they make Grievous out to be one of them.
Yeah, I've heard great things about the Kalish race just being a bunch of savages.
And Kalishi has
Savages
a big
in
fat
a
ass.
good way. Yeah. Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Mother of droids.
So what else is going on? Do you want to list off some news or you want to talk?
We can.
How are you? What's happening?
I'm gonna look at this list real quick because I did write some shit down.
Oh, did you know? The Benioff and Weiss, the producers of Game of Thrones, said they're going to start working on their Star Wars shit as soon as season 8 is done. As soon as Thrones is over, they're going right to Star Wars.
Why did you have written up there the reason Clone Wars was canceled?
Some statement about Daniel Logan. I haven't read it yet. I wanted to be surprised.
Let's do it. Daniel Logan gives his opinion on why Clone Wars was originally canceled. Oh, so why it was originally
this must
ended?
This must be the it's coming back.
Was he the voice actor?
Yeah.
Of Boba? Okay.
It was getting too graphic.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he says right here, Disney, they canceled it, I think, because it was getting too graphic. Actually, it was getting really graphic. Boba was doing some really cool stuff. He started actually becoming a bounty hunter. Yeah. It would have been cool to see that. And then he talks about how they recorded episodes that didn't get aired. I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's one complaint about the kids' cartoons is that they are a little too kiddish. Clone Wars started that way, and as the war progressed, got really, really fucking dark.
But that's the progression of war.
Right. No, I know.
Especially when it comes to the end of the war and people are losing, they get really desperate and fucking crazy shit happens.
Well, if they go too far, Anakin's going to be murdering kids, so they can't really have that on a cartoon.
That's what happens.
I know, but not on the cartoon. Mobar, don't you understand?
Not on a cartoon yet. Correction.
It's fucking TV 7.
What is that?
7 years old. The rating's safe for like 7-year-olds and above.
TV 7. I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's what it says. I just watched Resistance this morning. That's what it says.
Asparagus is only $1.99 right now.
Shit, these ads are lit right now.
These ads. Can I order that online? Can you send it to me in 2 weeks?
Can everybody, if you're listening, just go to our website and like just understand that we don't have any ads on there?
I know.
I think you give us a rating.
Give us a rating and review.
Give us a
ads.
rating on our website.
No
please.
ads. 4 out of 5.
No ads. 7 out of 5.
So I did see Halloween. I have a mind-blowing thing that I mentioned on a Patreon
I feel
call.
like you've seen a lot of movies lately.
Cashing in, doubling down.
I know. I need to catch up.
Flipping the
I haven't
lid.
seen Ant-Man. I talked about that. I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. I got to watch that shit. What's your mind-blowing thing?
I was doing some research on this cast of Love Actually. Shut up. But it was blowing my mind because every person that walked on screen was a huge actor. Maybe I should just go through the cast because, dude, I've never heard of it, and Glass Armor had it on, and literally every person that walked on, I was like, oh, that dude's in Game of Thrones. Oh, look, motherfucker, Like Liam Neeson's in it. I mean, everybody.
Shit, man.
Jack Black. I don't know.
How much did they shell out to get all those people in that movie?
Dude, Keira Knightley was in it. There was every person that walked on screen. I was like, I know them.
George Lucas was in it. George Lucas wrote it.
But so what I ended up doing was clicking on one of the cast members, and she was written in, and it was confirmed she's going to be in the cast of a new Men in Black movie, 2019, supposed to be released in June.
Oh yeah. We haven't
was
heard
like-
shit about that.
I was like, how is this a thing?
Time to pull young Jamie and do some research. So is it what, Men in Black 4, or is it going to be like
It just said Men in Black.
It's going to be a reboot, like, you know.
MIB 2019.
Fourth reboot, you know what I'm saying?
See, I'm hoping it's... Oh, it does say spin-off. That
I'll
sucks.
pull this shit back to you guys. It says untitled Men in Black spinoff.
What does it mean spin-off? A spin-off movie or a spin-off series?
That's what it says. Oh, Rebecca Ferguson, she was in Men in Black. Or she was in Mission Impossible.
There you go. Chris Hemsworth's in it, which is kind of awkward, but I don't know. Liam Neeson's listed there too.
Yeah. Plot is unknown, and it just says like 2019.
But that's... They got to be like finishing up filming now.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't have much to say. We could make a YouTube video about a bunch of rumors and get paid. But instead, I just like to talk about how I'm pretty excited about it. I like Men in Black a lot. I've only seen the third one once, so I don't quite remember the story. Is that the one where Kay loses memory?
No, that's
That's the second one? I can't remember.
I don't know what the third one is. I didn't know there was a third one.
Yep.
Wait a second. Is the second one with the memory thing?
My phone's up on Instagram. I can't really do anything.
I'm trying to think of what else the second one would be about. Because second one starts off and he's with that girl, and yeah, Kay's working at the post office.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Remember they do that little like Bismarck, he does that rap.
No, I don't remember that. I remember Will Smith did one for the first one. I don't know where you are.
I hope someone here got something out of
Somebody did. Carter's probably over here jamming.
Yeah, there's like Bismarck, he's playing an alien in the back of the mail room.
Nice.
They said basically if you work at UPS or whatever, you're an alien.
Not FedEx, though. Fuck that shit. Like how Vanilla Ice was in the second Turtles.
Remember when? Because they open up that mail feeder and it's just an alien and he's got a cigarette. And he's listening to like fucking thrash metal. He's like, and he looks back. And he's like, "What?"
Sorting all the mail. Yeah, that's funny.
Because he got big eyes and he's like throwing them. That was a crazy noise, and I hope you liked it.
I'm gonna take that as a soundbite. Send it to Lucasfilm. They're gonna use it in episode 9.
So
when someone gets sucked out of space.
You haven't seen any movies? Oh, you said you saw Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. I'm talking about new movies. It sounds like you've been to the theater a lot lately.
Well,
we saw A Star Is Born, and that's it.
I saw that. I saw
You saw Venom. You saw Halloween.
Venom. Those are the 3 movies.
Saw Love Actually 7. But yeah, there's a lot of movies out. I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not traveling for a few weeks.
We were
I should do
also
something.
and we almost saw Bohemian Rhapsody last night.
Mm-hmm.
I was right on the cusp. I said that it starts in an hour. Do you want to go? And I just stared at the TV. I was like, I'd rather sit here and play Mass Effect, honestly.
Yeah.
But I do have a bone to pick.
Pick it.
All of this shit on Rotten Tomatoes, and it might be clickbait, like Shinobi said. It pisses me off how different the ratings are.
Rotten Tomatoes can fuck itself.
On Rotten Tomatoes. The critics will say 50%, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. And then you look at the audience rating, 95. How? How is it that different? Like, I even understand maybe a 15% swing, maybe even a 20. But you are way the fuck off.
Just like The Last Jedi is the glaring example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Critic scores like 96 or 94.
Yeah.
Audience scores like 3.
I think that's how Bohemian Rhapsody
Russian
was, too.
bots. It's a bunch of Russian fucking bots.
That's how Bohemian Rhapsody was. It was like 49 on the critics. It was 95 for audience. Venom was the same way. They said Venom was worse than the fucking Christmas special, Ewok special.
Yeah.
What?
Some drunk guy in fucking Siberia just has a bunch of servers just running to troll everything on Rotten Tomatoes. Downvote.
Everything made by
That's
them
what
is
was
terrible.
really going on in GoldenEye at that satellite bunker. Wasn't some fucking super weapon. It was Russian bots downvoting things on Rotten Tomatoes.
We should start a fucking YouTube page and just compare stuff that got better than like good stuff.
Yeah.
Like that Venom versus Christmas special. Are you fucking kidding me? Venom was a good movie. First of all, it shouldn't have got a 33% regardless. If you're going to give it a... Yeah, you're right, because the
Star Wars
Christmas
Holiday Special.
got a 33.
The 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special that everyone has agreed is an atrocious... I don't even know what word I was going for right there.
An atrocity.
An atrocious atrocity. It's hard to watch, and it got higher rated than Venom. I just don't understand. It's probably just they pay him off or they don't, and Rotten Tomatoes is like, fuck it.
Well, like Shinobi, the fucking drink master, said it might be just clickbait. They gave it what? Let me go on there and comment. It's much better than that. And then they get, oh, there's another comment. See? People are clicking.
Give me that fucking ad click, bitch.
Ad click.
Give me that ad revenue. That's how I make my living.
Ironclad.
Yeah, that shit's kind of annoying. I hope that ends sometime soon. All the clickbait stuff.
I don't get it. I really don't.
Well, they just need eyes on the page so they can sell ads.
Halloween was great.
Good.
Not a big Halloween fan.
Neither have I. I've actually never seen the originals.
I think I've seen the first one once, and then I saw the Rob Zombie.
Both of those were good.
Wait, there was two of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I've only seen one of those. So you're even balls deeper than I am.
I'm just balls deep in Rob Zombie, not in Halloween.
He is a good-looking guy.
I need to watch some of his movies again.
That's a good point.
I think Devil's Rejects is on HBO.
Lords of Salem.
Yeah. Every time I've watched that, I've fallen asleep. I don't remember what it happens.
It's creepy.
It is, yeah. He has a new one coming out. I think Devil's Rejects sequel.
What is it?
I don't know. It's coming out.
Dr. Satan! Dr. Satan!
It's coming out. That one was so weird.
What?
The first one, House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, yeah. It's a very cult classic.
It's like they threw stuff together almost. Like you listen to the... What up, Daryl? You listen to stuff on the commentary, and it's almost like some of it was planned out story-wise, but like Dr. Satan's randomly like that bird thing with the fucking wings and the claw, whatever, syringe claw things.
Oh, it's terrifying. Dude, yeah, because his arms were like being like suspended from the motherfuckings.
Stop. Anyways, House of a Thousand Corpses is great. I might watch that tonight after I export this shit.
First of all, House of a Thousand Corpses is like as culty as it can get, but it's also very scary. Stop it before we get to there. House of a Thousand Corpses is great. It's very culty, but if you like it, you're gonna be quoting that shit all fucking day. Murder ride, like exit bacon. Like you could do that all day. Fried chicken and gasoline. Like, come on. The second one, or whatever you want to call it, the sequel, was still really fucking good.
Yeah, it was great. A lot of people, say it's better, obviously, like as a movie.
Yeah, well, it's less culty. Like it obviously had more production money involved because it was a better film.
Yes.
Awkwardly enough, I actually saw the second one first. Actually, with Iker.
Well, they're very loose, like...
Oh, yeah. They both make sense separate from each other, yeah. So I did see Devil's Rejects first, and I thought that was great. And then you, I think, mentioned House of a Thousand Corpses actually intertwined or a part of, and I was like, I need to see that because that one was great. Also, Rob Zombie's Wife's a Smoke Show. Any more of that I can get.
Sherry Moon Zombie.
He hasn't been here for about 15 minutes over here.
Sherry Moon Zombie. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like a drink. Give me a Sherry Moon.
It does kind of sound like a drink.
Sherry Moon
Someone
Zombie.
should make the drink. Someone who's a big super fan of Rob Zombie should make that drink.
Mopar Madness.
I heard he's playing... Someone on Rogan was talking about they were so shocked that Ozzy Osbourne was still up and performing, and they said that, oh, New Year's Eve, Ozzy's playing in L.A. with, like, Rob Zombie and, I don't know, Mushroom Head, a bunch of other fucking metal bands and shit. But I just thought it was interesting that it was also Rob Zombie. Is it Ozfest?
So Ozfest has, I think, Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, and another really big, like, Korn. And I'm like, dude, Ozzy with the... Dude, they're gonna fucking blow it out. They're gonna be strippers and hookers on stilts and fucking midgets, like
hookers on stilts. Yeah,
like they're gonna blow it out,
like the giant clowns from Batman Returns.
Yeah, dude,
They got Tim Burton on set design for that shit.
Dude, sign me up. Like those are show, not showboaters, but like
shows.
Those are just good shows.
True performers. Yeah.
Yes. I have heard very bad things about Marilyn Manson recently, but
so isn't Ozfest the one that was in Columbus? Or does Ozfest tour?
I don't think it tours anymore.
No, Rock on the Range.
Rock on the Range is,
so
yeah,
that's
the big
moving out of Columbus, right?
No.
I heard it was moving.
Oh, that sucks.
I heard, yeah, I saw. Maybe it was clickbait, but I saw.
Man. Yeah, well, the bad thing is I've never gone, so clearly they're missing out. I
Yeah.
love half that shit, and I'm like, dude, you want like $400 for... There's like 3 main bands and a load of shit under that. And I feel bad saying that because a lot of it's
Not
probably pretty
necessarily
good.
shit, just stuff that we haven't really heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would only want to go for like, you know,
It's
the
just-
bands that I know and love.
Yeah, and obviously they spread it out. Like Metallica went one year, but of course they're playing on Saturday night at 10 p.m. So, but you got to pay for the whole day.
Of course.
It's like $100. Well, that's actually still a good price to go see Metallica, but
Yeah.
for one day,
I understand.
and as soon as I get there, the popcorn $7.50. I gotta bring my own.
$7.50.
I bring my own butter.
$12 beers, $13 beers.
I can't stand it. There. What did we do? Oh, when we went last week, 2 weekends ago, we went to see Cavs game before they got rid of their coach. But we were
how much is shit?
We were loading up before we got there. We went to the Flats, which is like the bar restaurant area.
Oh
in
yeah, because
Cleveland.
you don't want to pay for shit at the stadium.
I was like,
it's
even
insane.
at $6 for $7 for an IPA in the Flats. I was like, no,
That's
fuck
standard.
it, keep them coming.
Yeah,
keep them
standard.
coming because as soon as we get there, a Bud Light 16 ounce is going to be 11. It was $11.50, I think.
It's ridiculous, man. It's insane how much they charge at those places. It
Oh,
drives
yeah.
me nuts.
I was not doubling down at $12 a goddamn beer.
I do in certain situations. Like if I don't have time to pregame, I'm just like, fuck. All right, fine.
12, please.
Like we went to see the Grateful Dead like last summer, and
You went and saw Grateful Dead?
yeah, Dead and Company, yeah, with John Mayer.
Whoa.
My boy John Mayer, yeah.
I was just Go ahead.
They'll come back next year. We should all go.
I was just talking to last week when I was in PA. What I'm trying to say. I sat at a bar, and that's where I eat when I'm on the road because I'm not gonna take up a whole fucking table by myself. I look like a jackass, so I'm gonna sit at the bar whether I'm drinking or not. Okay, that's what I want to do. So I sat at the bar. There was like 4 people at the bar. They're all locals. I'm not making any of this up. I was there. There's a couple to the left of me. One guy's dressed up as Bob Ross, the painter, afro, white dude. You know what I'm talking about. So he's sitting there. He's got half of a tooth left in his mouth. He's got the big glasses and everything. And he's just ranting and raving and talking and talking. I look over at this dude, and of course we strike up a conversation. I'll talk to anybody. He starts talking, and the more that comes out of his mouth, he's like, "Oh yeah, I quit my job when I was 30, and I kind of retired, and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Well, what do you do?" He's like, "I kind of tour different stuff." I was like, "Tour what?" And he's like, "I'm kind of a roadie for Grateful Dead and blah blah." And he had like 6 concert VIP badges on him right then and there.
People do that, man.
And I was like, this
That's just
dude's a
their
fucking
life.
savage.
That's just their life.
He said, I'm only 45. I was like, your teeth are 70. Stop. I was like, when he said that, I laughed because I thought he was joking. But he looked at me. He was like, yeah, I'm only 45. I was like,
Oh shit.
you only got one left. You better calm it down in
Don't
the
eat any
50s.
fucking hard pretzels, dude.
Yeah, don't do no more
Mouth's gonna
apples.
self-destruct.
No more apples.
No more apples, please. No, people do that. They make their own like merch and sell it, and people will just go with the tour. Every stop, they go with them. So like as soon as they get to the next spot, like early in the morning, set up their RV and their like tents and shit, and just drink and
Yep.
smoke and sell their shirts or whatever they're making.
Yeah.
That's their
You know,
life.
it's funny. I was like, where did you go recently? And he said Cincy. I was like, oh, that's about 2 hours from us. That's
Yeah.
cool. And he's like, oh, just last weekend we were at Nelson's Ledges. I was like,
Oh,
East,
shit, I
East
didn't
of
know about
Cleveland? He's like, yeah, the place is great. So if you don't know,
Damn.
Nelson's Ledges is like 20 minutes from where we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
It's out in the fucking boonies, but that's where all like the acid shows. You go out there and
Yeah.
just get lost for a weekend.
Yeah,
Well, I've never been there.
neither have I.
I just heard crazy shit. I'm like, dude, I'm like from right there.
So and that's why my parents would never let me go to anything there.
Yeah,
'cause they
exactly.
heard- well, that's what the stuff that they did back
I
then.
mentioned it to my mom one time. She's like, no, you're not going.
That's funny. Nah,
I'm like, Mom, I'm 28. I can go. She's like, you're not fucking
Yes,
going.
Nah,
You'll come back
not
38.
gonna happen. Come back in a different fucking dimension.
You'll come back a decade later. I'll be lost in the woods.
Yeah, next time the Dead comes around, we'll go see him.
Yeah, I'm down
I
for
feel like they usually play at Blossom or at Cincinnati. But I'm a fan. John Mayer, he's my boy, man.
Shows are getting so expensive.
He
Like
fits in well.
even shitty metal shows that no one goes to.
But they stand up there and play for like 3 fucking hours.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
yeah.
As opposed to floating through like 3 shitty bands before you get to the main shit.
The metal bands, the metal scenes have been getting a lot better and a lot more specific. Like if you go to a BT Bam show, you know, even the opening band's probably going to be one of the most legit bands you've ever heard.
Yeah, because they don't want to tour with some shitty people.
Exactly.
Beats Man, are you going to that thing? February? Beats Man, February?
What, in Cleveland?
Cleveland, yeah. It's on a Wednesday. Just take off the whole week and let's go.
That means no.
It's BT Man. Take off the whole week.
I hate that. That sucks that you have to tour and do like a show on a Monday night. I saw Trivium on a Monday night. It was bad. Like the show was good, but the crowd was so small because it's Monday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I mean
sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's BT Man though. I'm go.
So that was a little tangent. We're talking about Star Wars over here.
There's a medium tangent over here in this Star Wars podcast. Named after Star Wars, talking about Star Wars.
What else we got here?
So, there's rumors and clickbait happening about JJ and his direction for episode 9. And of course, there's rumors and clickbait and stuff that says that he's retconning or fixing what happened in 8. But,
I feel like that was on the table regardless. My thoughts are 8 was such a risk in almost every way that you could be risky.
Yeah.
So, of course, let's just call half of the large risks that were taken are going to be naturally weeded out regardless.
Yeah.
And not even in a that was bad way, just from storytelling, a lot of it's got to be vetted out and fixed.
I think it's not going to be a matter of him like fixing or changing stuff that Ryan did. It's just going to be the stuff that Ryan left open. He's able to maybe loop back to some seeds that he planted in 7 or make his own thing. He's not going to retcon Ryan's stuff, though, I don't think. I mean, I don't know how many times people have to say that he executive produced 8 and read Ryan's script and was jealous that he didn't write it himself and he loved the movie. I don't know how many times it needs to be said.
I do think that Ryan Johnson tried to be too different.
It's possible.
And I do think with JJ starting it and ending it, he had a vision, and then Ryan Johnson took a fucking hard right turn. So of course, JJ has the opportunity to take a hard left and get back to his vision.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean like.
Yeah, but that's course correcting.
Tossing Ryan's shit up in the air and like totally changing it. Like I think the big one would be Rey's parents. Like mystery about Rey's parents. Ryan proclaims in 8 that her parents are nobody and it's not what's important in her story. You would think that JJ, if he's gonna fix his shit, is gonna go back and make Rey's parents somebody and like reveal some secret that was hidden from Maz Kanata about who Rey actually is.
I think they might. I think they might do like a weird switcheroo.
Don't say switcheroo.
I'm allowed.
Continue.
I think they might do a switcheroo with trigger word over here.
It just sounds so silly.
Okay.
They might do a switcheroo in episode 9.
I don't know. Kerner. That's all I can say. What I'm trying to say is I think they might retcon it in a way where the offspring of Skywalker, I presumed or assumed, where he's not the offspring of Skywalker. Some which way, they could really fuck with us.
They could, yeah. Carlos here, dropping knowledge, says maybe it wasn't important in episode 8.
Maybe what wasn't?
Like maybe Rey's parents, that info wasn't important in what was happening during episode 8. Like she didn't need to hear that then. That doesn't mean that it's not true. Yeah?
Yeah.
Also, it's still up in the air. We've talked about Kylo could just be fucking around, talking shit, trying to, put her down and get her on his side.
That's how they're going to retcon it, is through Kylo's dialogue.
I think they left it. I think Ryan left it open enough for it to be, for JJ to really kind of run with it.
Well, the shitty thing is, the door's always open. You could in a movie say, Kylo's my dad. And then the next movie, you could find a way to be like, he's not his dad. He just grew up with him. He's the dad. He was adopted. But his mom never told him. Like, you could just throw random shit in there.
Yeah. I was listening back to the episode with Next Time, 165, I think. 65. You were talking about in episode 5 Yoda tells Ben there is another. But at that time, Luke was still not Leia's brother. Or at least we didn't know that. So that could have been some other Jedi in hiding. But they retconned that statement in 6 by revealing that Luke and Leia were brother and sister.
But they still don't say Leia is the other Jedi, even when he leaves in 6.
True, I think it's implied, though.
It isn't. It's heavily implied.
Yeah.
But they still don't say it. So even to this day, they could retcon that and say the other Jedi was physically
Ahsoka or Kanan or something.
Yeah, some other offspring. It doesn't. It's not one family.
And I think that's kind of how Ryan left it with Rey in this one.
Could you imagine? The possibilities are endless.
Kylo does say act in 7 as if he knows who she is. So maybe he does know about her actual parents. But then again, that could be adopted parents. Maybe Luke got scared, dropped her off, somebody adopted her, and then those people just tended to be fucking drunk assholes.
I'm wondering, what could build up to that what if Kylo is a double agent and he's going undercover and and his end be all was to kill Snoke, but in gaining Snoke's trust, he actually did start slipping to the dark side.
He has to pull himself back.
That's all. I'm just.
Or what if along the way, he could still be a good guy, but just fucking hated his uncle?
Yeah, the weird thing is, there's got to be more to that story. Like
There
the fact
is. They'll
that
flesh it out.
the fact that Luke just pretended to kill him. There's got to be way more to
He didn't
that.
pretend to kill him. He didn't pretend to kill him. It's like he faked his own death.
I mean, they are all actors. In the end,
Jesus. Jesus. What are you doing over there?
flying.
No.
I'm a flyer.
I'm a cedar.
I'm a cedar.
Guys, listen to our solo commentary. Yeah, I think they did what needed to be done for 8, but left it open enough that you could retcon it in 9. And if they don't
I'm
retcon
excited.
it in 9, I wouldn't be mad. If they do, we'll see how good their new story is.
I'm trying to think of what would be the biggest holy shit moment in 9. What would be are you fucking kidding me?
Kylo on light side.
I think
Kylo been on light side the whole time.
I think maybe that.
Yeah.
But Kylo ending up on the light side, I think people are like, yeah, he could end up. Yeah, obviously he's being pulled to the light. They planted that seed.
He's I think the obvious answers are, I'm a soloer. The obvious predictions are he's going to repent and come back and be redeemed, or Rey's going to kill him. But I'm talking about he's been on the light side this whole time. Just had to do some dark ass shit to stay there.
I'm wondering if they pull or put someone on screen.
Like Kira.
Well, no, like Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But this is how how long do the Tortugas live? Do they live to be 100? Because that could change everything.
Togruta. Tortuga's that port in Pirates where they go get fucked.
With the pig water. The pig water.
Yeah.
That Tortuga. Togruta.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. If they live to be 150, that could just legitimize everything. She could be in the background.
Well, we need to finish Rebels before we talk about that.
I don't care.
Or at least watch plot summaries of the
That's
last
true.
5 episodes of Rebels.
She could fucking die. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's still alive.
I think, do you find it annoying that in those shows, Vader popped up because it's Vader, but he wasn't a major part of the storyline? And same with Ahsoka.
Happy with it.
Yeah.
Because when he did pop up, he fucked everything up and walked the fuck out. Dude, that Dathomir? No, Malachor.
That's the one with Maul.
Malachor 5.
Yeah.
Where they're under the crust.
Oh, wait, that's the one with Maul.
Yeah. When they're going after that Sith holocron.
Yeah.
When he showed up there, the shit talking that he was doing, I've said this. That episode blew my balls off.
Well, maybe there's some episodes at the end of season 4 that would blow your nuts off.
I'm just saying.
No more almond joys for you.
Ezra walked up and said, "I'm not afraid of you." Well, then you'll die braver than most. Boom! There went my left nut. And then when Ahsoka and Vader started fighting, some of the shit talking going back and forth. I know who you really are. No! And then he fucking cut her in half.
That was a great line. No.
That's all he says when he's upset.
It was good. No. Speaking of shows, I did catch up on the episodes of Resistance today. It's pretty good. I feel about the same as Rebels with it. There's some filler. Like there was one episode where, I mean, of course it's going to be filler, but there was one episode where,
Mauricer.
what the fuck's his name? Maz?
The main kid?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
That's
Kazuda. It's a weird fucking name. That's why I can't remember it.
Kazume.
Mr. K. Call him that. I don't know. He's just like making friends, and it turns out that they're all assholes, and like he's trying to catch them, like stealing some fuel or something. Doesn't really mean anything. But then there's other episodes where the First Order shows up on the base and is like trying to fuck shit up, and then they mention Kylo Ren, and these little kids say like, "We escaped here. We don't have our parents anymore. The First Order and Kylo Ren destroyed our village and killed everyone." So there's little moments like that, and Phasma's in it, which is cool.
Look.
But yeah, there's some filler and stuff.
There's an IMDb and a Rotten Tomatoes score.
For what?
Resistance.
IMDb says 4.9. Rotten Tomatoes says 91%.
How is it that different?
I don't know. And then 61% of Google users liked this show.
So IMDb is more accurate. That's the Rotten Tomatoes is getting clickbaity, man.
Yeah. I feel like Disney has paid them off.
Or is it owned by Disney? It could be.
No, I'm just saying, like,
they don't have to pay them off if they're boned.
That used to be the case with radio stations. Like, whichever label paid them more money, they would play those records more. So,
yeah.
It's probably got to be that. I don't know. I mean, I don't blame Disney for doing that. Actually, I do. They suck. Travis Dunn says he got into episode 3 but couldn't watch it. He enjoyed Rebels. Well, I really, really, really disliked almost the first season of Rebels. So I would encourage you to keep watching and just hope something else happens. They just dropped Kylo Ren's name in this last episode like 5, I think.
Yeah, if we start seeing Kylo Ren on screen,
yeah.
or
saw
Phasma.
Shuttle.
Is Phasma on there yet?
Yep,
Globalist.
Phasma's been on it, yeah. And then it opened with the fucking red interceptor that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Watch it.
But that opening scene was cool.
Yeah. There's that. I mean, there's going to be filler. It's just part of the thing.
Kids
That's what happens
shows,
when you have a show instead of a movie.
It's weird because I feel like, I mean, it had to have happened when we were kids. Kids shows, man, they're cringy. A lot of it is like, you just did a whole episode about potato soup. Like, no one gives a flying fuck. Why? I mean, there's not
I like
even
potato soup.
There's not even an issue. Like, the whole issue was it was too hot. Like, and we had to wait a half hour.
I'm fucking talking. I'm pissed.
I'm just saying.
It happens.
I don't like potato soup. Have you tried it? No? How do you know you don't like it? That's a good learning. I'm just saying.
Where are you going with this potato
Cartoons
soup cartoon?
are shit. This podcast is shut down. No one likes
terrible. It's pretty awful. It needs to not.
I do have a question
Yeah.
that I thought of.
I'm glad for you.
I'm excited to let you guys
This is
know
what
about
happens when we don't have beer. This is
it. Get slap
ridiculous.
happy and
Yeah.
all right.
Jesus Christ. What's your question?
It's more of a scenario.
Okay.
So
Talk it. Let me grab my phone.
think about in the original trilogy. You know who? Yeah, Darth Vader. What if Darth Vader never ended up being Luke's father? What if Darth Vader was the murderer of Anakin Skywalker? What if Obi-Wan was telling the truth? There was no point of view.
Oh, like they had written it back then that...
Well, because it was written, it was almost retconned that he was his father. Like in episode 4, he says your father was hunted down and killed by Darth Vader.
Right.
Episode 5, clearly no one knew except for Mark Hamill.
And they told him like right before the scene. So just George and the director, really.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, would that change Star Wars like as a whole? Because everybody thinks Star Wars, it's like a family thing. Because 4, 5, and 6, everybody, that's your father and that's your sister. That's exactly what happened. This is Luke Skywalker, episode 5. That's his dad, episode 6. That's his sister.
Right.
We should make VHS covers. That's what it's called.
This is the main guy.
Brother father, sister. Those are the names of the films. But I'm saying, like, if they never did that,
Yeah.
would it change Star Wars? If it was just another Jedi that fell to the dark side, it could have even been another Padawan. Because I guess technically, Anakin still would have been Obi-Wan's Padawan, who would have been killed by Darth Vader, who would have been another Padawan of Obi-Wan. Because he did mention, now I am the master in episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he could have been just like a rival Jedi of Obi-Wan. I'm just trying to make it fit in.
It doesn't fit. So that's not what happened.
It always fits.
None of it fits. It's Star Wars. Yeah, I don't know.
Shinobi says then he would have killed Luke in episode 5. Yeah, because he kind of toys with him on Bespin. But, I mean, along those lines, you could just make Luke look stronger. You didn't have to make him look psychotic.
Do you think there's any... Well...
Like, what would be the implication? What would be the lash, the fallout of that? If they were just to say he was a fallen Jedi, he used to train with Obi-Wan, but then he turned and killed Obi-Wan's apprentice, Anakin, your father.
What if... Well, I feel like Luke would have been way more angry about it. Angry at Vader. And, like, wouldn't have had that family tie to, like, make him rethink it and, like, kind of try to bring him back to the light. He probably would have fallen on the dark side.
But I think the original ending to 6 would have made fucking crazy sense, where he kills his father's murderer and goes to the dark side, because Lucas had Luke going to the dark side at the end.
Yeah. That's why it was originally called Revenge of the Jedi.
That's what I'm talking about, dog. Yeah. That would have been fucking crazy.
Sorry.
But the cool thing would have been, the Jedi wouldn't have been...
Sorry, my phone's fucked right now. Sorry. I fixed it.
The Jedi wouldn't have been fairy tale angels.
Yeah.
Where they could, like, they were actual humans and got revenge, and they felt emotion, and... Yoda takes a very stand-back-ish stance, for lack of words.
Interesting concept, isn't it?
I really think it would have worked just fine.
I mean, I like that because it's not what you expect. You know, we've talked episodes and episodes and episodes about how I don't love when things turn out all hunky-dory and all like you expect them to.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been cool for Luke to finally get revenge for his father, and then by killing that person, fell to the dark side. That would have made it so Lucas would have had to make episode 7, 8, and 9 right then, though. You know what I mean? Because you want to follow up to that, and Luke's like ruling the galaxy, and everyone's pissed.
Dude, that would have been sick.
He
would just... All the water in the galaxy's mine.
Blow Tatooine off the fucking map.
Sunglasses for everybody. Fuck that. Sunglasses and aloe. That's what we're going to do.
Sweet Jesus.
That's what we're investing in.
That's what we're investing in.
Kyber crystal. Fuck that. Aloe. Buy up all the aloe. Got sunburn on my dick. Have you ever had that? Holy shit. Kerner, have you, though?
Is that what Luke sounds like?
As a dark side demon Sith? Holy shit.
That's when he falls to the dark side. He just turns into that voice.
Moisture evaporators. I kissed my sister.
Do you all... Well, would it still have been his sister, then? Did you say that and I missed it?
I didn't say that, but it could have. Who cares?
That meant Luke and Leia would have had to face off.
Literally, everything else could have been the same. Anakin could have had twins, but he was killed. Padme somehow dies of lack of life.
Lack of love.
But that's exactly, and then they could have split them up because they would have still been powerful because he's Anakin.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, and then that means in 7, like whatever trilogy would have followed the originals, then Leia would have to fight Luke.
Dude,
that would have been cool. Nice little alternate reality right there.
Leia would have got.
I like it.
I don't know, but I do feel like, and I've always felt that Leia's had this like clairvoyance.
And then her and Han still would have had Kylo, and then Kylo would have to get raised and trained, and then go fight and kill Luke as a light side guy. That'd be cool. See what happens when you listen to Rogue Squadron podcast?
You get a better Star Wars.
We can't speak at the beginning, but then we come up with this shit at the end. So
and it's enhancing Star Wars one fucked up sentence at a time.
One LaCroix at a time. It's worth it to stick around to the end, everybody.
Most actually not. I like how that just says the story of B.
That's the name of the book.
I hate that book.
I didn't like it. Do you ever read Ishmael?
No.
No? You should read Ishmael. It's pretty good. I didn't like this one as much. Maybe I should try it again. It's been a minute.
Try not to read too much.
There's too many distractions in here.
There's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff. I very apologize for it. I'm going to redo it. Hello Greedo's setup got me all itching to redo stuff in here. It's very minimalist.
Yeah, but this is perfect. I love this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get more shit.
I like the blue.
If anybody has any
You got
pictures or
some space
posters
here?
to send me, you better send them in. I'll fucking hang them up. Oh, I got a picture from Sparks to send to one of our patrons. I'll send that to you. Patrons, giveaway! Giveaway. So, Patreon got really fucking annoying, and things didn't go through in the month of October because they got shitty with us about doing giveaways. Apparently, somebody out there was taking money from their patrons to promise a raffle and didn't do the raffle. They started changing their terms of service and got pissed at everybody.
Oh.
So because we do a giveaway, they were like, yo, you can't do that. Can't do this. I was like, okay. We're still going to do it. We're just going to change what the tier says so you guys don't get pissed. Anyways, there was a delay. Things didn't go through in October, so we didn't do a giveaway in October. But we're doing one now. We got the Finn Black series from The Last Jedi. Worst movie ever. Worst character ever. Dating the second worst character ever. Sorry. It's hard. Well, now that our camera's so far away, it's kind of hard to do that.
Oop. We got to get the glare off.
Just lights everywhere.
There we go.
Make a matte finish to the glass. The plastic.
Black Series Finn. He's got his baton wand and a blaster.
His baton wand. I want to pull the Phasma out of the case and have them duel.
He is got the First Order disguise on. He actually looks pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So that's going to be our giveaway prize. We're obviously going to be stickers and use condoms and everything you want.
Everything you can need, beer tabs and everything. And this is going to our buddy Tugboat Chump, who's a fucking one of our favorite patrons. He sent us shit in the past too, so now we're getting.
Did he?
We're getting back to him.
Oh yeah, he did.
What are you pointing at? Guy. He did. I'm just laughing because you pointed at nothing.
Well, just for the viewers.
So congratulations, Mr. Tugboat. You're gonna get this. I'm gonna send it to you. I might be seeing you in January. We'll see. Are you gonna hang out with him when you're in Seattle?
No.
No? Why not?
Rather not. He's scary.
Not. He is kind of frightening.
He's got one of them beards.
One of them beards is just gonna swallow you up. So we'll send you that. Send you some shit. We appreciate you. And if you want to get some free shit, Patreon. I hope you're not listening. Terms of service people. But if you want to join up and get some free shit, we have a tier, $10 or more a month. You get every other benefit, and then you'll get a giveaway. We do one random giveaway every month, unless they shut our fucking account down
again,
which they might. They heard this podcast,
guys. So let me give you a behind the scenes. We didn't get paid last month. I'm shitting on them, dude. That's so shitty.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
I don't know if it's their fault or whatever, but it fell through where we literally got nothing. It was for an entire month. We got nothing.
It was just at the wrong time where like they sent us a message about it, and we were both like traveling and didn't have time to fix it. And then they like suspended our account, and then by the time they reactivated it, the billing cycle had already went through, so it didn't charge anybody.
Could you imagine if we were bigger?
Like Jessica Negri getting like $20,000.
She gets like $20,000 a month. Oh, didn't come through. Bitch, I still got rent to pay. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Dude, that's like some sewage. I meant like some suing ability. Sewage.
Yeah.
See it?
No.
Let's talk about, did they finally pay you? No, we didn't get anything.
Not for the month of October, no.
Nope. $0.
So.
Halloween. I talked about it on Patreon.
Oh, I feel like we just talked about it.
No, we got into the Jigsaw stuff. Wait, did we?
No, you talked about it on the Patreon call. That's why it's in my head like we just talked about it. But
no, I really enjoyed it. Not a big fan of it. We talked about that, where we're not big fans of it. We're just not as invested. I like the movies. They're cool. The original one was a little dated, so it was like, yeah, I get it, but if I'm going to go back and watch an old scary movie, it's going to be like The Exorcist or The Omen is fucking terrifying. That little devil kid.
I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of the horror movie genre. Just like I wouldn't say that like I'm a metalhead anymore. But I do like movies that are actually scary. Mm-hmm. And I do like a few choice ones like Saw and things like that. But yeah, Exorcist, Conjuring, things that I know are going to scare the shit out of me.
So this is how I'm gonna say it. It's a great thrasher movie, but like the gore level was a little turned down. Like it's not all blood and guts and fucking tearing people apart.
Yeah.
But the brutality level was way up. And what I mean by that, all his killings were super personal. Like
Oof.
it was like snapping necks and strangulation, like right fucking here, and you just like felt the person dying, and you're like, oh
Just give me
no!
the heebie-jeebies.
But it wasn't like gory. You didn't like rip arms off and Chewbacca fuck.
Wow,
and,
that's not Michael Myers though. It's just one dude with a knife.
exactly. But even like the stabbings, it wasn't like splattering blood. It was just stab. A lot of them were like you saw the shadow of the stabbing.
Right.
But even in the shadow, it wasn't stab, like walk away. He was like stab, wait till for another breath and he would just like hold it there. Please don't. And you're like, oh.
I need to go see it. I've heard only good things about it.
It was really good, and it was really well done. Like it didn't feel high budget. It felt very simplistic, director wise. All the scenes were. And we talked about it on a Patreon call. Sorry, I'm never going to say that again. One of my favorite things was, it's Halloween night. All the kids are running around, candy bags and all this shit. The candy bags.
Sorry, candy bags just sounded fucking funny for some reason.
Candy bags and all that shit. But like the camera would swoop around along the street and then walk. Basically, the cameraman would like walk up the front steps of a house and then scroll over to the front bay window.
Pan over,
Yes.
Pan.
Well, yeah. You're saying pan. Pan.
There's an extra N there. Sorry.
But that's where it would end up, and then there would be like, not a long scene, but maybe a minute straight where the camera does not move, and that's such a cool. Yeah, that's another. Thank you, Liam. The music was awesome, and they have that. I don't remember. I always
the
like,
Halloween theme. That's like the most famous like horror music ever.
I can always hear it, but I never do it. That's Orion by Metallica.
No, it's not.
But
I can't sing. I can play music. I can't sing it. Sorry.
But they slow it way down. It's so creepy. It's that famous
Yeah, I know.
theme, but they slow it way down where you can really like feel the piano notes.
Nice.
And you're like, oh, something's happening over here.
I gotta go see it, man.
So what I'm trying to say, yeah, thank you, Kerner. Danny McBride helped make it.
Dude, he's been killing the dramatic roles lately.
He helped write it, I think. He wasn't a director or anything.
He wasn't an actor?
No, he wasn't in it.
Oh, never mind. Well, I haven't seen it, obviously. I wouldn't. Sorry.
Get back to that scene. Halloween night, looking through like the front bay window or whatever you want to call it on a house.
Yeah.
You see a mom running around room to room, but it's literally just face forward. So you see her come into the screen, walk out of screen. You hear her answer the door, kids, and then you see her come back through. I mean, this isn't action for action, but essentially that. While that's happening, you can kind of see through the side the side windows where like the driveway would be.
Yeah.
So you're looking inside and then back through to the outside. While she's moving around, you see Michael just kind of walk fucking gallantly down the driveway. She's busy. She's not paying attention. And then she finally ends up like right in front of you, like looking straight at the camera, and she like puts her blinds down. As she's doing that, you see Michael like walk into the scene behind her. And then I think that one... I don't remember if she strangles her or if she stabs. I think he stabs.
But you don't really see it. It's like behind the curtain.
It's a hammer. That's that's the first one. I think he kills her with a hammer.
It's destructiveness.
So there's a lot of strangulation. There's knives and there's hammers. Oh, so personal. The killings in it are so personal.
It's like making a murder up in this bitch.
The other cool thing was I finished that, by the way. The other thing was the setup was like 5 minutes. That's it. It didn't take a fucking half hour. It didn't take half the movie to set the movie up.
Yeah, Michael Myers doesn't even show up through half the things.
Dude, the first scene, there's like a couple reporters, and they walk into the Michael Myers prison. We need to talk to him. You see it. Also, they never show his face the entire movie.
Right.
They show him like back of the head or masked. That's it.
Wait, did they show his face in the other ones? I thought that was part of the thing.
I don't think
You
so.
just never see his face.
No, he never talks is the other thing. And that's why the reporters right at the beginning, like it's the famous Michael Myers that did these murders like 20-some years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
We want to interview him, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We want to hear him say something, and they like egg him on and show him the mask, and he won't say anything. They're transferring him to another prison, bus crash, he gets out.
Of course.
And it's like I don't need anything more than that, to
Right.
be honest.
Well, when it's a
Like,
movie
it's a-
like this, we like Spider-Man in Civil War. Everyone knows what the fuck Spider-Man, what he did, where he came from. Uncle Ben, fuck that shit. There he is.
Yeah. But I'm fine with that. Like, even though you said, of course, like, that's fine.
But if
We're
you hadn't
moving him,
had
bus crash.
if you hadn't had 9 Halloween movies, then you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I see what you mean. Like when there's a soft remake or a sequel that happens like 20 years later, like yeah.
It's
Just
like
get to the point.
It's like the complete opposite of a Saw movie, where you don't have to watch until the last 5 minutes to understand the whole fucking film.
Not like fucking Jigsaw. 30 seconds in, someone's like back is hacked up by fucking saw blades. They don't waste any time with that shit. It starts right away. It's so bad.
I was really happy with it. Really happy. And I'm not like a Thrasher movie fan. I'm not even a Michael Myers big fan.
Yeah.
But the movie was so solid. So straightforward. The music was on point. Michael was on point. The killing was on point. There is it's not even a scene, but there's an after credits.
That's all the rage now, huh?
Smidgerine, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spoil it.
Don't spoil it. I'll go see it.
Okay.
Actually looking forward to it. By myself, because my wife won't watch that shit.
Oh, that's why I was on the road this week, and I'm like, Glass Armor doesn't like that shit.
Yeah.
So
She
like-
doesn't either?
She's just not into it. Well, no, she just doesn't like it. She'll fucking wake up in fucking cold sweats and be like, Michael Myers is here killing me.
Exactly.
Like, no, he's not.
Jared's trying to get some roosters. I'm down for that shit.
I'll meet you there. Give us 25 minutes.
Sounds great, actually.
I know. I'm really
as
hungry.
Shit.
I'm really hungry too. So we've been with the No Drink November. We've been trying to do like what am I trying to say? A slight diet.
Yeah.
We're not dieting. We did that Whole30, where like no grains, no water, no eating, no berries.
That's too intense.
It was so basically all we could have was like grilled chicken, steak, and veggies. That was pretty much, if you wanted anything, that's all you were limited to. Like I couldn't even have corn because it was a grain.
Yeah,
Like,
corn's terrible for you, actually.
I love corn and it's in everything. Think about all the corn fructose shit.
Yeah,
And-
it's terrible. All of it.
Dog food, it's all corn.
Well, unless you get better dog food.
Corn.
Jackson needs some high quality
That's
shit.
that's corny. Rooster sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. Where you were going with the diet thing?
Oh, because
Wings.
we made fajitas. I always hated fajitas when I was a kid. I don't like onions. I don't like peppers. The steak is tasting weird. I was the jackass
The
when I was a
steak is
kid.
tasting weird.
I was the jackass
Fajitas are
when I
so
was a
good,
kid.
man.
I would eat steak with ketchup.
You are a jackass.
I was.
It was.
WZ.
You need to have some good steakage.
I don't know what it was. Like, I love all that's onions. I was legitimately like, I'll just grill up an onion and eat that today. I fucking love it. You don't understand how much I love
Please,
onions.
dear
now.
God, please, not before the podcast, please.
Onion, like the red onions on top of burgers.
Yep.
All fucking day.
Hell
I
yeah.
love it. I
You know
always
what?
hated that. Now, I'm still on the train of fuck tomatoes. I do not like
No,
tomatoes.
tomatoes are the worst.
They're so good for men.
They're so terrible for my
It's
mouth.
like prostate health or something. You're
don't care.
supposed to.
I don't need
I'll
that shit.
I'll
I'll find
chug
something
a
else.
gallon of ketchup. Don't give me a fucking tomato.
Well, not with the high fructose corn syrup in it.
That's fine. I'll shit that right out. Saturation celebration.
That doesn't work. It's not how that works.
Clean your ass, brush your teeth, you'll be all right.
I'll go see some Halloween. That sounds pretty good. Go see the Queen movie comes out.
Yeah, it came out this weekend.
I got to see Venom. Got to see Ant-Man and the Wasp. Stop clearing your throat.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think, is on
It is.
Xbox, and it's on sale.
Yes.
So
And Fantastic Beasts 2 comes out in a few weeks. We're in that season. All the video games and all the movies are all coming out right now.
So video games. What do you?
We talked last week
about-
Black Ops 4. I haven't played anything else.
Hey, have you played Black Ops 4 since we talked about last week?
I played a few more rounds. Yeah, that's it.
Still,
But I haven't really played the battle royale or the zombies yet at all. Just multiplayer. Just getting used to the mechanics and stuff.
now is the zombies online?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I would
all
assume.
online, Yeah.
Okay,
They did add a split screen. First game in a while was split screen.
that's what we need.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, if we can do that and then stream.
You know what we need to do is go play the OG Battlefront 2 and stream that.
Just Battlefield 4. Just fuck it. Let's do it.
Battlefront 2.
Yeah, so I'm back on the Mass Effect train. Love it. I started all over again.
Are they ever going to come out with that movie?
Mass Effect movie?
They've been talking about a movie about that for a while.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's a dream.
A Dareem.
That's a dream for me. Such a good story. Everything Drew does is like so story driven and perfect.
Because that's how things should be. A movie should be story driven, not character driven.
Yes.
Now, with that said, there's those one-offs that like fucking Forrest Gump. I get it.
No, it needs to be character driven.
I like story driven.
Sorry. Story driven with strong character development.
But yeah, story driven, yeah. But you put those characters, those strong characters, into the story. The story is the concrete. The relationships, the struggle, the strife.
And the characters are the rebar. See what happens? Analoginess.
Don't write a movie.
I did it. It's a me.
I'm a director.
Director. Guys, please watch our solo commentary. Just keep plugging that. Shameless plug.
Good Day Galaxy.
Sober Squadron.
Mass
Sober
Effect
Squadron Unite.
So what I'm doing, by the way, is I'm trying to do super evil, but that's what we were talking about. It's hard to be 100%.
Yeah,
they call
you
it
feel
Renegade
that.
and Paragon, which is also kind of weird. I don't know what else you would call it, but
There's no dark side and light side.
truth. But it is very difficult to talk major shit because it has major implications later on.
You gotta like look a pregnant woman in the eye and be like, I have to kill you for this. I'm very sorry.
I did that to an Asari today. So in the first one, there's that big slug thing that like poops out Asari. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was so fucking strange.
So weird.
Yeah.
But at the end, you kill the big slug thing by shooting its arms and it falls.
Right.
And then the Asari that it was cloning pops out of one of the like zits on the wall. And she's like, oh my God, I was so under control and all this shit. I'm so sorry I didn't know any, like all this shit.
And you're like, sorry, it's too dangerous.
Saren wants to use this, who's the main bad guy, wants to use this guy for like mind control. I can see why it's so strong and I never would have done any of this shit. And you're like, you tried to kill me.
Fucking die.
Fucking die. She even says, I want to be forgiven. I'm going to go back to the people that I was killing. They called them something.
I don't
The
know
people,
where,
whatever.
No, I don't know where you are.
The slug was mind controlling.
I remember that, but I don't know what.
And killing the
people
colonists. Colonists, that's what they're calling. I was killing the colonists. I want to go back to the colonists and help them regroup and like help them out. And you literally have to kill her after she says that. I'm like, God, this is so brutal. I don't want to kill her. But
Then why are you playing Renegade?
Because I played Paragon 100% like save children and knit clothing on the side. That's how good I was in my first playthrough. And I'm sick of it.
Run a fucking soup kitchen on the Citadel.
And the shitty thing is when you start doing that, you start losing companions. And the cool ones, like I'm probably going to let Rex die. Because he's not even in the second one, first of all. And the third one, I don't think he actually, because you got Grunt in the second one.
That's right.
And he's shitty. He doesn't talk and he's like unsure of himself. He's like a clone of some shit. I don't know. I hate him.
I was never a fan of. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not a fan. 2 is my least favorite.
See, Butterclone says 2 is his favorite.
2 is very action oriented, and it felt almost like there wasn't as much downtime in between missions for you to like be. It didn't have as much of an RPG element, and that's kind of what I liked about the first one.
See, what I like about the first one, I don't have to pick up ammo. It's a heat sink.
Yeah, I'm mad that they changed that. I'm mad that they changed that. I know.
So simple. Shoot. I overheated. Let me run around and do nothing. I do dislike the second one for the fact that you have to go and talk. You have to talk to every follower or companion, make them happy or they're gonna die. And you also have to like build your ship up and you gotta talk to all the people. I get it, but you're creating these side missions and make them basically mandatory. Everybody's gonna fucking die or quit on you, and you're like, this seems more like a job rather than I'm playing a game. Like, I gotta go back to this system because he's gonna be pissed at me if I don't. I'm like, oh come on, let me just play the fucking game. And I also my first playthrough and the second one, it's advantageous for you to go and explore regions because you get like
Yeah, to pick up the supplies, in order to
minerals or
upgrade your
supplies
shit.
and
Yeah.
all that shit. So I was literally, it felt just tedious where I had go to this galaxy,
Yeah.
look at all the planets
a
there,
lot of
let's
farming.
go to the next one, and you're like,
A lot of farming.
the weird thing is, I do enjoy doing that in the first one, getting in the Mako or whatever,
Yeah.
and like roaming, and you find the platinum or whatever you find, dugong gas. Yeah, Mass Effect is
Dugong gas. What's up, Sam Lewis? And the anomalies. You have to investigate a little pile of rubble. You get some credits for it or something.
Yep. I actually started, and this is the first time I noticed this in the first one. I'm exploring a system, and if they have an asteroid belt, it will be unlabeled, but if you take your cursor and go
Yep.
around the asteroid belt, you'll find little hidden gems.
Yes, sir.
And they're huge. Like, it'll be future plot points where I need this medallion from this dude, and I'm like, I already got that shit in my fucking briefcase.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of fucking side missions. A lot. There's also like generals and stuff that you can talk to on the Citadel that will give you missions and stuff
I
too.
hate talking to everybody on the Citadel. It's such tedious. It
is.
Hey, I
It
want
is.
you to be in my newspaper. Can you go kill this guy? And you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are
Yeah.
you talking about?
They really balance stuff out in 3. That's one thing I liked about the multiplayer in 3 is they put a lot of that instead of having to go do endless missions to raise the threat level, whatever they call it. Threat level? Readiness level.
Readiness.
In 3 before you go do the end battle. You just build that up by doing multiplayer instead. So they take it out of some of the side missions and put it in the multiplayer. Yeah.
The mining, yeah, I think to a certain extent. The mining felt okay in the first one. The second one, it felt like a job where I had to.
Yeah.
But physically, the second one's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. The second one, like combat wise, was well balanced. I always forget about that Australian guy too. The fucking Australian savage. Zed or Zavos or some shit. Begins with the Z.
Australian guy.
Yeah.
In the second one?
Yep. Yep.
Is he a companion?
Mm-hmm.
Not the Drell.
No, the human with an Australian accent.
Oh.
I think there's like 1 or 2 playthroughs where I didn't get him for some reason. Mass Effect 2 characters.
See, my issue is I always pick like 4 of them and use them. Like Ashley, I actually never use. Caden, never use.
Yeah, Caden's a bitch. It's Karth.
Yeah.
He's a shithead.
But I've always used Rex, Tally, depending, and
Zaid, this guy with a big scar on his eye.
that must be expanded DLC.
Fucking ads. Get out of here.
That must be DLC stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I played through all of 2. And
Yeah, maybe it is.
I don't think I have the DLC stuff for 2.
Wait, really? You should just buy it for like 50 cents.
No, I have your version. I have the tin. I gave it back to you. Right?
Yeah, that's a collector's edition. It has all the stuff. It's on the Xbox store for like a fucking penny. Just get all of it, dude. That's one thing I love. Those games are so good still, but they don't try to milk you for cash, for credits.
And you get to make love to blue chicks. That's,
Yes. Sorry.
I hope
way too
Miranda
excited
doesn't
about
get
that.
pissed at me because I want to see some Miranda.
She doesn't take any shit. She might quit your mission because she's pissed at you.
That happened last time.
I know. She's a Cerberus loyalist.
I was like, "Go Cerberus! Can I see a piece of that bit?"
A piece of that bit. No,
She said,
shepherd.
"I haven't."
No shepherd.
Dude, Tally tries to bang you. She tries to commit suicide just to get the D. Yeah. She's like, if I open my suit up, I'll die immediately.
Yeah. For some reason, you said Tally, and I was thinking Liara, but yeah, Tally. The
Tally's the
Quarren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm risking it. I want a bit of that shepherd. Want to see that sheep's wool under that shep.
God, it's so ridiculous.
I think that's the third one. And then the tattoo chick.
Yeah, because you have the entire subplot with the flotilla in the third one, which is really cool, actually. Oh, I should probably play those.
Yeah.
I don't have time to play games.
What's the tattoo chick? She got a guy named Jeff.
Jack.
Jack. That was close. Yeah, she tries to bang you too.
Pepper Jack cheese.
Pepper
Guys, episode 167.
Jack cheese.
No, I do need to play those. I want to get the Nintendo Switch just so I don't... Because I got my Xbox is here at the office because I do play and I want to stream when I do. But sometimes I just want to like sit on my couch and chill in my pajamas and play there. But I don't want to fucking unpack everything and move it. It's kind of annoying. I want to get the Switch just to like pop it open and play a game for like 20 minutes and put it the fuck away.
You should just get a 360. You can play them all.
What do you mean? That defeats the purpose.
But you can have a 360 at home and it's super cheap. And you can play all the Mass Effects.
Oh, I'm not
Battlefront
talking
2s.
just about Mass Effect. I'm talking just in general.
You
Just
can
to
play
have something that I
Skyrim. You can play all the
pop it out.
Battlefields. You can play...
Switch? Skyrim? Yeah. Dark Souls is on Switch now? Might do it.
The Croix was all right.
How late's Best Buy open?
Till tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Also,
pay
those,
for a full experience. Just
full-
a nudie.
Experience. I think somebody released
There's got to be a mod.
that, I think. It's like somebody got in trouble because they released like a
Sexual.
full like nudity of the sex scenes in there. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I'm going to put the Switch on my fucking shopping list.
About to Google ER tits
I
here
need a
after
new
about 15
computer
minutes.
first, though. Okay. Beer review today was La Crux.
Jamie Lee Curtis's C cup.
Why was that ever a discussion? She's a savage in that movie. Ridiculous.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Rogue Squadron Podcast. LaCroix, 3 out of 3.
For
delicious.
the lemon, we'll try a few flavors over the next few weeks before November is over.
I'm a lemon fan. I'm not a lemon fan in water, which is kind of funny because that's all this is. But
Well,
if I get water at a restaurant, keep the fucking lemon.
But if you ask for a soda water with lemon, that tastes just like that.
It's true. Sprite is one of my favorite. If I'm gonna drink a soda, I love Sprite.
No.
You don't like Sprite?
Nope.
Really?
Leaves like a film in my mouth. I don't like that shit.
How weird. You're the first person I've ever heard that says they don't like Sprite.
I mean, I don't go around and fucking buy Sprite and smash it up because I hate it, but I don't buy it.
Oh yeah, the cheap shit at like McDonald's. That's the best stuff.
No.
Um,
No, man.
lime. I'm interested in a lime too.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of flavors. We'll get there.
Also, this is a kind of a rant. Supposedly at restaurants and bars, the dirtiest thing is those lemon slices that they put on your...
Really?
Because it's handled by like the people that carry it to the restaurant, and then the bartenders and all the waitresses, someone's cutting it up, and then they also pick it up with their fingers and put it on your shit, and then you take that and what do? Squeeze it and then drop it right in.
Huh.
And it's like you just put 30 fingerprints into your shit.
Well, you need some of that fucking bacteria. I'm serious.
I know.
I've
That's
been
the
hanging
bad
around with
thing.
my wife too much. That's all she talks about. It's bacteria.
Eat shit.
She has said that, but not for that reason.
Oh. Looking at that outer
Sick of you talking about Star Wars. Eat shit. Get the fuck out.
outer rim.
No. No. LaCroix, 3 stars.
3 stars. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do want to give a shout out patreon.com/Rogue Squad Pod, Rogue Squadron Podcast. If you're a big fan of the show or actually absolutely hate us and terrify,
Yeah.
you guys
Give us
can-
$1 so you can hack into our group chat and tell us how awful we are. It's probably worth it.
We actually have quite a few people that do that
Yeah.
and just stuck around.
Yep.
You guys are
It's just
terrible.
stuck. I don't know how to cancel. God damn it.
We got on there. Too drunk to. That's what I said. Too drunk to navigate the cancellation page.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to cancel Spotify?
No, why would I? I like it.
Holy fuck.
You're so weird about subscriptions.
Yeah, because I switch them. So if like Spotify.
No,
well,
you're
okay.
just like, I want everything for free. I don't want to pay for anything except beer.
Yeah, but Spotify. So for example, I got like when I had my iPhone, I had
Make this a fast story.
I had music for free for 3 months.
Yeah.
So why am I going to pay Spotify for 3 months when I have that shit free? So I
Yeah.
turned that off.
Yeah.
And then I have XM radio in my car now.
Gross.
I don't need Spotify anymore because that's what I use it for. Is they're streaming my car.
And
Like when I had the coupe, I had 3 years of XM radio free. Why am I going to pay for Spotify
because
when
Spotify, you can pick and play exactly what the fuck you want from anything that's ever been recorded.
as long as I have shit to listen to?
Oh, please.
Podcasts are free. I can just stitch it,
You're so weird.
stitcherize
You're
it.
strange as fuck for that. Whatever. So no, at the end of the day, I don't know how hard it is to cancel a Spotify.
It's a fucking pain in the ass. Basically, you say, I want to cancel. Go online, Spotify.com and cancel. All right, go online. Oh, you got to log in. All right, I want to cancel. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes.
Please tell us why
But
you want to cancel.
here's the 12. Yeah, but here's the 12 things you can have instead. Cancel still at the bottom. Continue to cancel. Yeah, but if you want 50% off for the next month and then cancels down at the bottom. It's hidden. It's under a fucking picture.
It's a fucking
and you're like,
bush.
click this 13 times within the next 10 seconds. And then you're like, and then it sends you an email. You are interested in canceling. Do you want to continue? And you're like, what?
And
the
then you
fuck?
get a fucking formula. Solve for X if you want to cancel this fucking subscription.
Try harder.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This
is the longest intro ever.
intro.
Yeah. Intro, friends. Well, guys, it's the end of another episode.
How many titles did you write down?
A lot. I got a lot for this one.
Oh.
I can never. Sometimes I get back home and they weren't that great, so I got a lot of them written down.
Are those it right there?
What?
See ya. Thanks, Travis. Shinobi,
Thanks, guys. We love
Carlos,
you. We love you, Macho.
Kerner.
Nah, not Kerner.
You shit on Kerner.
Till next time. What? We all shit on Kerner. That's
Sam
why,
Lewis, thank
that's why
you.
it's Kerner. Yeah, Sam, thanks for joining us again.